exactly the best beach weather for people that have their last kind of vacation plan.
This stinks because for some schools they don't start until the end of August, and maybe your beach vacay is this week. You don't want to see scenes like this. Heavy rain across parts of Florida, including the Pensacola area. Torrential downpours a possibility, and that leads to what you see right there. Empty beaches. All right, let's talk about the forecast and what's ahead as we go through the next few days. But we got to start with what you've had over the past 7 days. Look at this. Over 8 inches of rain in parts of the Big Bend, but notice across a lot of the region, 4+ inches of rainfall. So it's already soaked. It's already saturated, and then you add more rain, and that's why we could see some flooding issues. Pensacola forecast looks like this. Hit or miss thunderstorms Tuesday. That's about as good as it gets because thunderstorms in the forecast Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and again into your Saturday. Those highs will be staying in the 80s throughout the week. Forecast, or rather the radar looks like this. Rain showers, they've been really heavy across parts of eastern Florida down near the Miami area. We still have some heavy showers there. Notice also focusing on portions of the Gulf Coast region, we have also seen flash flood warnings issued. I want to take you down here to Miami, though, starting with the heaviest rain, because as you are heading up towards 75 on the west side of Miami, that's where you're going to see some problems due to the heavy rain. Also, one around Homestead is problematic, to say the least, with the heavy rainfall that's going to slow you down. We've got a lot of moisture already in place. We've got tropical moisture in play from the Gulf. This slow-moving upper disturbance will trigger more rain showers, more thunderstorms, and so we're just going to continue to wring out that column that's very saturated. We've got a lot of moisture to work with, and that will result in rainfall totals as we go through the end of the week, 3 to 5 inches through a lot of the southeast. Notice parts of the Panhandle could see up to a foot of rainfall, including the Tampa area where thunderstorms are in the cards, Mark, even as we head into the start of the weekend.
And Alex, we want to get
Florida and parts of the Gulf Coast, rain showers continue to come. Flood watch in play across parts of the Big Bend, also down near Spring Hill. So we're talking about the west coast of Florida up into the Panhandle, and this flood alert, or rather these flash flood or flood watches, extend into Wednesday of this week. Why? Well, the forecast looks like this. We've got rain and thunderstorms, heavy at times in the cards tomorrow, again on Wednesday. Notice down along the Gulf Coast, especially where that heavy rain, the thunderstorm activity will be the most concentrated. And on Thursday, a lot of the same areas still getting in on the wet weather. Friday, no exception. So it's a tough go if this is your beach week or your vacation week from New Orleans to Pensacola down into the Tampa area, because we're just going to see rain after rain after rain. Now, rainfall still to come looks like this. This is expected rainfall through the end part of the weekend. Notice 5 to 8 inches possible from the Big Bend of Florida all the way over to Pensacola, even portions of southern Alabama and coastal sections of Louisiana. So a lot of rain, plenty of areas, 3 to 5 inches a possibility. In Tallahassee, thunderstorms Tuesday, thunderstorms Wednesday. Might be a little more hit or miss Thursday, but still a possibility. And if you get one, could bring you some heavy rain. And notice Friday and Saturday, more of the same. The Tallahassee rainfall totals could exceed a half foot in spots. Notice 7 inches, what some of these forecast models are showing along the coastal areas. Mobile, Alabama, thunderstorm, 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 thunder. If this was the jackpot machine, we'd be doing really well, right? No, rainfall still to come for Mobile. Not what you want to see. Unfortunately, we've seen plenty of rainfall. So in some of these areas, the ground already saturated, but anywhere, Mark, from 5 to 7 inches additional possible. The one good thing is it's going to be falling over a few days rather than 5 to 7 inches, say, in an afternoon.
Here's the thing, though. It's the tale of the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
Much of the southeast has been kind of clamoring for that.
Well, thanks for staying with us here on Weather Underground. I'm Alex Wilson.
And I'm Mark Elliott, and we do still have heavy rain falling along the Gulf Coast area, including Birmingham, Alabama. Earlier, we had flooding rains. This was what was left behind, right? Doesn't look like a fun drive home.
Nope.
Streets flooded in the poor drainage areas, trapping the cars in place. Remember, turn around, don't drown. It is not worth putting yourself and your car at risk just to try to get to that next street.
Yeah, and this water has trash cans in it, so it's not clean, nice water.
No, you don't want to
Stay
walk
out
through
of
that
it.
either.
Stay out of it.
Yeah.
What do you say we take a live look at Birmingham right now? We've seen the water out there. At this point, you can see the cars are driving smoothly on their way home, 84 degrees. We got the nice green grass. It's gotten some rainfall and no rain falling at this point. So things have settled a bit around the Birmingham area. But parts of Florida and down into the west coast of the state, watching for the threat of flooding as we go into Wednesday. Flood watch is in effect for all of the areas that are shaded in that green color. Over the past 7 days, we've seen some heavy rainfall into the mountains of western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, northeast Georgia, northwest Georgia, where they'd love to get some. Have not seen much. Same for portions of southeast, south central Tennessee and northeastern Alabama, but down near the Gulf Coast, areas where 3, 4, even 5 inches of rain has come down. These are some of the areas where most of the rainfall will be focused as we go through the next several days. So tomorrow, thunderstorms, heavy rainfall focused in those areas of deeper green. Notice coastal and Gulf Coast locations in Louisiana all the way over towards Florida. We'll be watching again on Wednesday and Thursday for the heavy rain. Friday, a lot more of the same. Many areas will be watching for deluge, downpours, tropical downpours.
I'm gonna pause you for a second because Michael wants to know when it's going to stop raining in Palm Beach County, Florida.
Oh, Michael, I know Michael from the Twitters. We're gonna show him?
I
can show him.
You can show them.
I can show him.
Yeah, guys,
all right,
go for
Michael,
it.
not on Friday. Because notice you still have the rain showers on Friday, and still to come even as we head into the weekend. Portions of the east coast of Florida, including Palm Beach, will see plenty of rainfall. Now, maybe not as much as your friends up around the Big Bend, over towards Pensacola, Mobile, even New Orleans. 3, 4, 5, 6 plus inches of rainfall a possibility as we head through the end of the weekend. Tampa, a lot of Florida looks like this. Showers and thunderstorms, at least a possibility as we go into the weekend. So, Michael, even around Palm Beach, expect the same. Maybe not the widespread constant rain showers that you've got a little better chance for on the West Coast and around the Gulf Coast. But with that said, I think you're still going to see chances for rainfall each day. Rain still to come around Tampa. Notice 1 to 2 inches, a good bet. So maybe not torrential downpours or huge totals, but still a decent soaking as you go through the next few days. Mobile, Alabama, another location, Mark, that's going to get a good soaking with temps in the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we've been following social media as well. Ryan, more people have been talking about this rain.
Well, it's not just the south and it's not just the Gulf Coast. We're also going to get that rain in the northeast and the eastern part of the United States. So AC Weather wants to know
Directly from you, hear your tweets, your comments on social media. Ryan Davidson, whose voice you've already heard behind the bar, is monitoring for those tweets, and we've got the whole gang here to answer those questions.
good evening.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so the next question we have, actually, same topic. This is from Jamie. Jamie wants to know, Yins were talking about Mexico before and the tropical storm Javier. Is that going to hit Cancun, Mexico this week? She must be from Pittsburgh.
Yins.
Yeah.
Hey, yous guys.
Yeah, Dr. Forbes is from Western
That went
Pennsylvania, so he
straight
helped
over
us
my head.
decode it.
I myself don't say yins. Maybe I say yins, not yins,
Yeah, but
but
you
it's a Western Pennsylvania.
Poor Michael's like, what is
I'm
the question?
totally
What are we talking
He's
about?
like
I'm
yins
a
and
Southerner.
yang.
Yeah, but from New Orleans, they got their accents
Yeah,
too.
we have the
So
all
is this storm going to be an issue for Cancun?
Not for
is the
Cancun.
question,
No,
yeah.
if you're headed to Cancun, everything looks nice. Good thing you're going to Cancun this week and not last week.
Yeah.
They had some impacts from Earl in terms of rainfall, but wasn't even that too bad there last week. But no concerns for Cancun.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
Awesome.
have fun.
I'm not going to Cancun.
No.
I'm just really glad their party's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right.
And one of the most interesting photos I've seen recently, Dr. Forbes, was a cloud that almost had a stripe of that green color. Is that just because that's where more of the moisture is, or that's where the hail is?
Well, sometimes that stripe is a little bit of a thinner layer of cloud, and a little bit more light gets through there. But I think that's often the case, and it's often aquamarine rather than pure emerald green, I think.
Yeah.
We saw some really pretty skies last week in North Dakota at times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
So, thanks for sending in those questions. I hijacked one and added a bonus one, but we'll get to more of yours as we go through the next hour of